Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. It's 2022 and we made it. Y'all, we still here. We blessed. We are blessed. Whatever the circumstances, whatever is happening in life, we made it. We woke up this morning. I am very, very thankful for everybody that has tuned in today. I would like to acknowledge the chat before I get started. Hey, boo, hey, Saki. You already know, girl. You already know. I'm ready too. Hello, I see you are a family, and good morning, and welcome to the new year with no S. And good morning. Why do I say good morning? I'm gonna tell y'all, it is good afternoon, real dimples. It's always that. I'm a school teacher, and one of the things that I just have always done is every time a new class comes into my classroom, it's always good morning, just because that's usually when the students are more alert, in my opinion. So I wouldn't care if it was fifth hour, sixth hour, an additional end of the day activity. It's gonna always be good morning in my classroom, and they're used to it by now. When they first meet me, they're like, girl, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, girl, good morning. Um, Giving love out here to Saki and Real Dimples. Saki is giving love right back. And yes, thank you all for the support. Y'all know I'll be up in the speakeasy when I can stay awake. I was lit last night. I stayed up to a whole like 12:10. Yeah, I be in the bed at like 8, 9 o'clock most days. But I'm kind of still in vacation mode. I was all over YouTube yesterday, and that's why we are here today. I wasn't going live today. I really was not going live today. I got bothered. I had been seeing stuff for a couple of days about this beautiful young lady. I have been seeing things for days. And then I just saw some real bothersome things last night, yesterday. And I was just like, the spirit told me, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. And so here we are. Real Dimples is giving love right back. Thank you. Organized Chaos has been supporting I see you are a family was on early this morning, 7 o'clock. I can't do all of the stuff yet, but I'm coming, Bikini. I'm coming. So you know what I'm saying? We got to support each other. We are all we got, because YouTube will probably try to dismiss us. The manosphere has not been kind. Listen, I am going to try my best. I don't call names, so I'm not going to call any other content creators names except somebody that is positive about anything pertaining to trying to understand the psychology of a woman and decisions that we make. Other than that, a lot of the YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest, I do dwell in the manosphere only because as a child, I grew up, my dad was a barber. And so he would be in the barber shop. I would be up in there hanging out with my daddy, just listening to men talk. I enjoy listening to men have conversations. That's just my thing. I can just sit there and be a fly on the wall. And I'm able to do that in the manosphere. It's starting to remind me of some of the cattiness that's happening over here in with these women, but theirs is targeted at us. I'm like, wait a minute, we gonna bring each other down, and then these men over there are gonna attack us too. Like, I can't. If y'all know, y'all know. No, but I'm saying, like, it's very troubling, Psyche. Like, my whole insides. I've been so upset all morning. Like, okay, it's not about you. Just don't make it personal. Don't bring up other content creators' names, and just tell her story. And as much of it as I can, I will. Because guess what? There's not much information out here about our beautiful sister. Real Dimples. Hey, Deborah Randall. Where is Deborah Randall? I see you are a family. Wonderful news. Yes, teamwork does make the dream work. Happy New Year. I see you are a family. I know I was up late and I still got up. I didn't get up as early as I would normally get up. I didn't set an alarm or anything, but I was still up at like 6. And when I got up at 6, 7 o'clock, I hear her was still on. So I was still able to get my little vibe on this morning, which was cool. Not a whole. Yes, I did. Saki 12:10. That's late for me. Listen. So and it's winter now, right? So it gets dark at like 4, 5 o'clock. I be like, it's time to go to bed. I'm like, girl, you know, you getting old when. And I'm fine with it. I am just fine with it. My late first husband owned barbershops. I love listening to conversations because of nothing else. Yes, I do like to. And another thing that I'm learning is by being in some of those conversations that I don't like, they have some very toxic conversations about Black women, but they will lead us to other content creators who have a different perspective when those content creators, you know, kind of use clips and I guess they use those hashtags and stuff. So for that, I am thankful because it has led me to some different spaces. One of the spaces that it led me to, and I'm not going to play any of his video because it's a long video, is a content creator. His information is in the description. His name is Themis and Thoth, I believe is how it's said. He gives a fair and balanced perspective of pretty much everything that he covers. So much so that the manosphere haters be over there attacking him. And I'm like, he doesn't even like go hard for women, or, you know, he just kind of, I think he has a law degree or something. He's very articulate. He's very educated. He's very like mindful of what he says, right? And he doesn't do the whole this statistics and that's it. He has in-depth conversations based on the topics, and I love that about him. And it is literally fair and balanced, and I'm all for that, right? Like nobody's all right, nobody's all wrong. I'm cool with people like that because I'm not gonna like everything that anybody does. Hell, I don't like some of the stuff I do on most days, right? I get on my own nerves. So, but to keep attacking, like we get attacked for stuff that we do, and we get attacked for stuff that Black men do. Make it make sense. And then on this one, this young girl is getting attacked for something that a Caucasian man possibly did to her. Possibly, we don't know. All right, hello, Deborah Rando. Hello. There she is, yay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hello, Evelyn. Is it Evelyn or Evil? I think it's Evil. I think I heard Saki say Evil. It's Evil, like Evelyn. All right, bikini body with the beautiful face and body. Y'all, bikini. I saw that comment you put yesterday. 110. Bikini, I asked you, how tall are you? 110, child. I'm trying to get to 135. 110, I would just eat air all day. Girl. Deborah Randall's giving love back. Yes. All the love. Hey, Evelyn. Hello, Keisha. Hey, girl. Hey. Let me tell you why I love your name so much. I can't remember where I first would see you in the chats, but the Keisha is actually my first and last name. Like it literally, I'd be like, is they talking to me? Oh, no, that's another content creator because I'm using Organized Chaos. But girl, hey sister. Hey girl, hey. Yes, the chat room is filled with sippers and speakers. Communities united. I appreciate it. Giving love over there. And winter storm coming through Iowa. Oh, 7 degrees. Oh, be careful. Please be careful. Get your food, snacks, cocoa. I don't drink cocoa. I drink coffee and tea. Get it together. All right. It's minus 15. Oh, because of the wind chill. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Iowa. I don't think I've ever been to Iowa. I'm 5 feet. Oh, that's why bikini, you 5 feet. I think think I used to be 5'3". That's what I think I'm 5'3" on a good day, but I might be a little less. And I think as I get older, I'm shrinking just a little bit. Just I think I don't have the osteoporosis. I just think we shrink. Our bones start to settle in our joint. Girl, I don't know. Maybe that's that right knee of mine. All right, Kishay is giving love back and receiving it. All right. I really have to on our glasses. I really have to on my glass. You don't have on your glasses, Deborah. Is that what this is saying? I don't know. All right, Evelyn, she got the truck. Enough food in my truck to eat for a month. Perfect. Stay safe. Please stay safe. Stay safe. Yes, be careful. Be careful. We know your experience. Extra vigilant. Everybody is not safe. Everybody is not safe. All right, you guys, we are going to get into it. And then I am going to learn how to manage the chat, because you guys are I know I'm going to want to talk throughout this process. And so, hey, Real Dimples. Hey. So we have a young lady. Let me share my screen first. And she's gone. And why she's gone is still up in the air. She left on December the 12th. It is January the 1st. And there is still very little information about what happened to our sister. All right. I was telling y'all earlier how I got here today. Remember, I wasn't going to go live, but this is important. And most of my, or all of my, we all deserve to be remembers have been children. This one is really, really important to me because of what is happening in the manosphere and the echo chamber that is being created around the narrative of Black women needing to do better, pick better, worry less about education, worry more about their weight. And I'm not going to say all of it's wrong. I'm focused on weight, right? Like, there are things that we need to do as human beings, not just women, to take care of our bodies, our minds, and our souls. But it's specifically, we get asked questions like, well, how much you weigh? And it shouldn't matter what you make, because then you're going to get, they have this word that they use in the manosphere, high value. That word irritates my feet. It irritates my scalp. It irritates the tips of my fingernails and the acrylic on them. So, I just always find it interesting. We all have a story. Black men have a story. Black women have stories. We all have different diverse stories. But for some reason, Black women get categorized in the manosphere into this little box, right? Where we all just didn't make good decisions because our Black mothers raised us terribly, because they was probably single Black mothers, which is, we know that's not true. But let's look at myself. I am raised by a single Black mother. My mother didn't know her father. My mother comes from the backwoods of Louisiana. She did not know who her father was. She came to Michigan when she was 17 years old, and she did a damn good job of raising 2 kids. She married her husband, who was killed when her newborn son was 6 months old, and my mother still held it down. She ran into my father. I love my daddy. My daddy is still with me. I am a daddy's girl. I am the baby of his bunch. Do you hear me? His bunch. But my daddy was a Rolling Stone, right? My mother didn't marry my father. Why would she? After she got to see who he actually was, she was like, yeah, no. So she made another decision, and she buckled down. She went to work, and she came home, and she raised her 2 children, a single Black mother, and she did a damn good job, in my opinion. Now, over in the manosphere, I'm sure they would find a reason to say she did something wrong. But what else was she supposed to do, right? Fast forward. I make a decision to get married. I married somebody just like my father because I didn't know any better. And I love my daddy. I am a daddy's girl. Fast forward. I'm divorced. Girl. I had a whole divorce party. That's a whole nother laugh. I'm divorced. I have a black man as an ex-husband who is pissed about $17 a month in child support. So when the manosphere unites and talks all that shit about black women, I be mad. But I listen. Because everybody's circumstances are not mine. But when they united and talked shit on this young lady who did nothing wrong that we know of, because there's little to no information about what actually happened to her, it did something to me. And I'm bothered by what I saw. So if you guys have the time and the energy, the link that I put in from Themis and Thoth, the first maybe hour or two of it is literally about Lauren. If you want to watch it, please watch it. He does a good job of pointing out those content creators that I will not name and how unfounded what they're saying is about the situation itself. And that's all he focuses on. And I appreciate that. So y'all know I'm a school teacher. Oh, y'all know what? I was thinking about why I have two timers. I'm a virtual school teacher. So my first timer is for my students to get into my classroom. So I kind of look at it like that 4-minute timer. Just make sure everybody, I see my Wi-Fi signal. Let's pause for the cause. Pause for the Wi-Fi, internet, Ethernet, cause. It's on 2 now. We're waiting it to get up to 3. And I think we are here. All right. So that first timer is just to get everybody in the classroom. And then that second timer, it's kind of like when I'm taking attendance. So just to make sure everybody gets in. All right. So today I want to tell you guys my why. I kind of talked about it a little bit. I'm taking this information from aldinews.com. This is also in the description. This case has not been widely covered by mainstream news outlets, but has gained traction on social media sites like TikTok. We are going to watch a TikTok video from a Black male creator who did justice to acknowledging what happened to this young lady. Some on social media are comparing the coverage of Smith's Fields, a Black woman, to that of Gabby Petito, a white woman. I watched that case as it went down. Listen, YouTube was on fire. Coverage was getting everywhere. I'm just not seeing that with this young lady. I am not seeing that. Oh, I see a bot in the chat. Let's take a pause for the cause and go over here and handle the bots, girl. Handle the bot. Saki told you how to make it happen. Okay, wait. I can't see him yet on my live feed and YouTube. I gotta wait. Where is he at? Oh, that's because my live feed is not up to speed. Okay. There we go. And I see Ronald Greer. All right, Ronald Greer. I got you. Report and unwanted. Boom. All right. And I'm back. All right. Since I'm on pause mode, let me check out the chat. Yes, thank you, Real Dimples. Don't forget to hit that like, you guys, on the way in the door. I appreciate all of the support. Let's get our girl in the algorithm. Keisha is saying, hey, Real Dimples, and to everybody else, just spreading some more love. Evelyn is giving more love and receiving the love. Bikini Body is sharing the love and receiving the love. I see you are a family. We got rid of the troll. Hey, McClurg. Hey. Listen, me and McClurg was out in the streets together yesterday. We was everywhere. I was like, girl, you over here too? We was everywhere together yesterday. Hey, McClurg. It's good to see you over here. And Bikini is showing love to McClurg. Saki is showing love to McClurg. Yes, that was a troll. I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him. You know, community has been Saki told me how to put the trolls together. Make Foxy your mind. I will. I will. Girl, listen. Me and Foxy, I be having to have lessons with Foxy on the side. Me and Foxy might go live later tonight, so we'll see. And she might be at work right now, so I think she is. Because if not, if she was at home, she would be on here with me. So she wants to go live later. We might go live later. All right. So listen. Let's get back to this. So Smithfields hasn't been getting much coverage. Gabby Petito got a lot of coverage. On CNN alone, there are 68 articles and videos just covering Petito's case, with 28 more that reference the case. 68, 28. The first of these articles was posted September 15th, 4 days after her mother reported her missing. 4 days after she was reported missing, news coverage. 17 days. 17 days after Smithfield's death, there are none. The manosphere should be in arms about that. 17 days. There's nothing on CNN about our sister. Ironically, some of the additional 28 stories from CNN are about the disparity in coverage for non-white victims versus white victims. So they know they got issues. They know they don't cover cases fairly, equitably, yet they still, like, where's your diversity, equity, and inclusion crew? Like they don't exist in CNN. Like that, they everywhere. We got them in school districts. We got them in corporate America. We got whole departments that when stuff hit, we be like, oh, we need to address this. I know it happens in school because I'm part of it. Where's CNN 10s? They're a huge news corporation. Where is your diversity, equity, and inclusion crew covering this? In the instance of missing persons, this disparity has a name: missing white woman syndrome. Missing white woman syndrome is a phrase coined by the late journalist and news anchor Gwen Ifill. GOAT. Gwen Ifill was a GOAT. I gotta highlight her name. Sister was a GOAT, greatest of all times, to describe the difference between how the media covers cases involving middle to upper class white women versus how they cover cases involving people of color and lower class women and men. The investigation into Smithfield's death is still ongoing. And then I just added this little note down here about my why. Plus, I'm irritated with some in the Black YouTube community. And I didn't specifically put men here because it's women, y'all. I saw a content creator, a female, that had in her title, I didn't even click on it because I don't like clickbait stuff. She had in her title sugar baby. I was just so bothered. So I'm irritated by some in the Black YouTube community, not just about this report and just in general. You know, a lot of the negativity we've left behind in 2021, so I won't reference that other negativity, but that's been irritating my soul too. But more specifically for this today, there are very, very popular Black men on YouTube, like hundreds and thousands of followers, and they disparage Black women. They are very popular. When Saki spoke yesterday about there not being a community for her type of content, that's the echo chamber of that clickbait. That's the echo chamber of, just people who want to feed into negativity. A lot of these negative Black manosphere YouTube content creators are able to grow so fast because all they do is disparage and demean Black women. They get clicks and they get the views. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and we're going to keep it positive. And I'm not going to say nothing else about those content creators. I'm going to move into the articles about our sister. I'm going to play the TikTok video, and then we're going to end with the video of her family. First, let's watch the TikTok video. All right, I think I have it geared up properly over here.
Lauren Smithfields was found unresponsive in her apartment on December 12, 2021 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, after she met an older man of a certain demographic on the dating app Bumble. Reportedly, this man was not detained for questioning and his name hasn't been released. Lauren's brother claimed the man wasn't arrested because officers felt he was nice and didn't need to be investigated. Adding insult to injury, Lauren's family allegedly have not had much help from the Bridgeport Police Department and had to pay for an independent examination of Lauren's body due to law enforcement's poor handling of the case. Her father claims she was not a substance user. Also, Lauren was taking cosmetology classes and ran a side business to help pay for school. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we have a high-profile case involving Gabby Petito some months ago, in which the country's response to that case was called out for catering to a certain demographic while leaving out others? Why isn't the older man who met with Lauren under more scrutiny? If he was, say, Laquan or Duran, would he be getting off the hook so easily? Protecting Black women is not a sometimes thing. It's an all the times thing. Lauren deserves justice. Amplify this message so that she and other Black women are properly looked after. And another thing, a certain demographic isn't above perpetrating crimes such as this. This is unacceptable, always and forever. Signed, a Black man.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's get into this news article. I have 3 news articles. There very possibly will be some overlap because, again, there's not a whole lot of information or coverage about our sister because it just isn't. All right. Keisha said facts. Girl, I don't know about. I see you are a family. She is a gorgeous. I think about, wait, I see my Wi-Fi signal, so I will let it do what it does. I'll let the internet come on back. And I think about when I was 23 years old. My daughter will be 19 this year. 19, 23. That's, they're in that same age range. 23, maybe in school. She was in cosmetology school. She was on YouTube. She wasn't like, she's not a baby, but as a Black mother, she was a baby, right? Not even just a Black mother. I think all mothers. You would look at your 23-year-old. That's my baby. She was a baby. She was trying to understand the world. She's trying to understand life. McClurg says, they disparage women of color to the extreme. McClurg, I don't even understand why. There are some that were literally raised by single Black women. There were some who were able to come up out of terrible situations with the help of their single Black mothers. And they are so angry at them. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. And whatever that anger is that they haven't unpacked, they project it to the world. And other angry Black men just tune in and gobble it up. And it's just sad. It's so sad. And some of them are able to turn some things into jokes, and it's just not funny anymore. Like our community, we as a people, we need to get it together. We need to get it together. We need to stop pointing fingers. We need to stop blaming each other. We need to protect each other. And if we can't do that, then we need to shut up. I was about to say terrible words. I got a terrible mouth. I do good on YouTube most of the time. Now that I don't drink and journal anymore. Yeah, this is very sad. Very sad, Keisha. Very sad. And it is heartbreaking and it's exhausting. And again, just as a consumer of YouTube, I literally I barely watch television. Barely. Like, I haven't watched any television in these 2 weeks I've been off. None. Because I don't really care. I watch a lot of YouTube, though. A lot of YouTube. Bikini says, a shame for the ones who know better. We need to do better and be a voice for the voiceless, McClurg. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. It is terrible. And it is terrible. And all of the combating on these public YouTube streets, I can't anymore. I can't. Absolutely says, I see you are a family. Listen, Saki, I already told y'all my first entry into being a for real content creator, because I used to just upload videos and stuff. Girl, my first drinking journal was a disaster. I was like, girl, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Don't do it no more. It was terrible. A train wreck. But I can see it, right? I can acknowledge. And I believe I've grown from it. But if I never would have done it, if I never would have took that step with that crazy idea to even just to do that, if I would have let fear hold me back, I wouldn't have developed into what I'm doing today. And for that train wreck, I can only be appreciative, right? I don't beat myself up about stuff like that. I agree, Bikini says, McClurg. We have to protect and speak for those who cannot. All right, y'all, let's look at this. So this first article is from Black Girl Tragic, illuminating a national tragedy through stories that need to be heard. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Lauren Fields, 23. And a lot of these other two articles are the headlines are what grabbed me on these. So that's why I said there might be some overlap. Lauren Smith Fields, 23-year-old, found dead in Bridgeport apartment after date with older white man. That doesn't bother me. And I'm like, and what's bothering me is the investigation of this older white man. That right there is what's bothering me. Lauren Smith Field had dreams of being a physical therapist as well as using her growing influence on social media to change the world. She had dreams, is what that sentence says. She had dreams. She had her own business. She was active on YouTube. She was uploading beauty videos and creating playlists, but she was serious about her studies. So she was using all of her talents. This is what that sentence says to me. She was using all of her talents. The 23-year-old was studying physical therapy at Norwalk Community College in Norwalk, Connecticut. Good. That's positive. But a mystery has taken hold in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where Smith Fields lived and where her family still resides. Smith Fields was found by police in her Bridgeport apartment on Sunday, December 12th, 2021. She was not breathing when police showed up. Jesus. According to her family, the person who called the police was an older white man who Smith Fields had recently met on a dating app, Bumble. I'm on Bumble. I don't pay attention to it, girl. I've been on a few of them little dating things. And like Bumble is not the problem. It's not. It's not that the older white man is a problem. The first problem that I see in this sentence is that what's his name? What's this older white man's name? Why we can't get his name? When Gabby Petito went missing, her boy Brian Landry, whatever his last name was, I knew his name immediately. What's old boy's name? Bumble didn't do this, so it's app dating. I know people who have gotten married from dating on apps, right? Like you should be careful and take precautions. I have no idea what happened on the date because I don't even know this man's name. Inextricably, police have not revealed whether they are considering the man as a suspect or even a person of interest. Huh? Huh? He is the last person that she was with. I wouldn't care what his skin color was. He was the last person she was with. What's his name? Let me be nosy and Google some things about old boy. I got the Bumble app. Let me go look at his profile. What's his name? 2, you don't know if you're considering him a suspect or a person of interest. How can you not consider him a person of interest? I'm confusion. According to Smithfield's brother, Lakeem Jeter, told news media that police told them the man was pleasant and didn't. Excuse me. Okay, wait. Let me. I gotta restart this, y'all. Let me make it through because I'm pissed. According to her brother, he said the police told them the man was pleasant and didn't need to be investigated. Excuse me? The fuck? How does that make sense in the police? The local law enforcement establishment has not been helpful. Why? Why are they not being helpful? Why are they not being helpful? The local police have not commented on the case, and the medical examiner's office has not released a cause of death. So this is when it's going to get interesting. The medical examiner's office has not released a cause of death. We are about to learn some other things because the family will want their own report. As a result, Smithfield's father said he believes his daughter's death may be foul play. I would too. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user. I had a second autopsy done myself, paid out of my own pocket, because we felt so uncomfortable with the way it was handled, he said. So I'm about to flip some words around and make an assumption. Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user. So he's prefacing this following statement with, she was not a drug user. We don't have the medical examiner's office's autopsy. The father doesn't have it. But the family had a second autopsy done, paid out of pocket. And this must assume that the second autopsy is saying that there were drugs in her system. I don't know this for sure. I'm just looking at the information that we have right now. And the father is saying, if that's the case, where's old boy? What's his name? Who is this nice man? Meanwhile, Field's mother remains unconsolable about her daughter's death. Child, child, I can't imagine. It's killing me inside. I miss my baby, she said. Child, my heart is bleeding. Like, I am in pain for that family myself because this is still today unfolding. Meanwhile, Field's mother remains, I said that. Life is not the same. I don't know who I'm going to be after this, her mother said. Smithfield's mother wrote a letter to the Bridgeport Police Department about her daughter's case, but they reportedly haven't responded. The fuck? What's his name? Respond to girl. What is going on? What's really going on? What is really going on? In these cases I've been covering, we learned a lot about the Department of Social Services, and a lot of these states aren't doing their job. We've also been learning that sometimes the police agencies aren't doing their jobs. This is like this right here. This is how it starts. Why won't they respond? Why is this not an urgent matter? This is an urgent matter to me. I'm in Michigan. This is in Connecticut. This is an urgent matter to me. She sent a really well-written email. It was lengthy. It was extensive. It was very detailed. And I was shocked when she told me just yesterday she had not even received a response, Councilwoman Maria Pereira said. Finally, the Bridgeport Police Department has responded publicly. Has responded? Oh, they have. This is their public response coming up. I'm sorry. The Bridgeport Police Department takes these concerns. Listen, when my school district sends letters like this, I'd be like, here come the bullshit. Here come the bullshit. The Bridgeport Police Department takes these concerns very seriously. The police said in a statement, the command staff of the Detective Bureau is reviewing. You know, we checking the boxes. We checking the things, girl. We looking for the things. The handling of this case. This case is still like it's new. What do you mean fix it? Like yesterday, like 10 days ago, like December 12th, like December 13th, December 14th. Fix it. Make it urgent. Make it imperative. Make it important. The command staff of the Detective Bureau is reviewing the handling of this case to ensure that the language of the carefully crafted public relations letters drive me bananas. To ensure that best practices were and are being followed. Doesn't that make you feel better? It is imperative to note that the death of Lauren Smith Fields remains an ongoing. Bitch, we know. We know it's ongoing. We know y'all ain't doing nothing to help her. Her family, her mother, her father, her brother, and the community, and sisters like me who pissed about this. Our department extends its deepest thoughts and prayers. It's always a thought and a prayer. I see another troll, you guys. I got to the end of the article, which is cool because now I can read the comments. Yeah, thoughts and prayers, y'all. Thoughts and prayers. It's always a thought. It's always a prayer. Let's get the troll. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to look at these comments before I go to the next news article. Woo! I'm heated. I am. I'm irritated. I'm pissed. I'm bothered. I don't understand. I'm so exhausted. And it's just sad. All right, my chat on my YouTube is taking forever to catch up. I fast forwarded it. It should be coming up soon, you guys. There it is. All right. Now your name wasn't even like a regular name like the first one was. All right, you out of here. All right, let me come back and talk to y'all because I'm gonna take a breath before we look at this second one. All right, where are we at? Um, let's start. I think we are at McClurgus. Sad, yes. This is very sad. Saki is the males over there, as well as great majority in general, regardless of ethnicity, are all toxic humans with unhealed parental figure issues and abandonment issues caused by the missing parent. That's my listen, but this is my thing, Saki. Like, I could be out here male bashing men because of all the trauma that I've experienced. I choose love. I choose to love my father. I choose to mm, I distance myself for peace from my ex, but my ex has a relationship with our son. So, like, you don't have to be a hater out here because you don't know how to deal with your emotional baggage. We all have it. Women got a ton of it. And we don't know all the women in the world. Listen, we done seen the train wrecks of some of these women, but it's time to stop. Unpack your own shit. Irritated. I see you are a family. Lauren Smith Fields gone, but should never be forgotten. Thank you for sharing her story. You are so welcome. I see you are a family. Thank you for being here to listen to it and to catch this live. McClurg says they can always hide names when white predators, especially if they have connects and the amount of privilege. I'm just so bothered. What is his name? What is his name? Um, this is a mess. This is a total and absolute mess. Yes, I am shaking my head, Keisha, with you at this mess of the mess. Um, Keisha says there is something fishy with this so-called investigation. Girl, it ain't just fishy, it's rotted. It's rotted. The fish has rotted at the head, child. That fish is rotted and it's stinking up the whole YouTube streets right now. And I'm glad I'm being a part of the stinky part of their investigation because that's what this is about, getting justice for our sister. She deserves it. Her mother deserves it. Her father deserves it. Her brother, her aunts, her uncles, her grandmother, her anybody in her family, all of her friends deserve justice. Saki says, child. Listen, Saki be pulling it out. Shit, Ted Bundy was pleasant and even considered handsome, yet a whole serial killer. Child. I'll be watching some of these crime documentaries about how some of these serial killers get away for decades because they so nice and they got a whole wife and kids at home. John Wayne Gacy was that girl. That's what I'm talking about. That clown was pleasant. And he was a clown for children's parties. A whole nice. It's like you nice. I don't even be friends with just nice people. Nice people ain't nice. Just because they nice don't mean they really nice in real life. Nice people have agendas. Cha. Whew, Keisha. I hope the family has an attorney too. I can only imagine that they have an attorney. I did not check, but I'm gonna write this down and we're gonna go take a field trip to Google and see if they got a GoFundMe at the end of our live. I don't know, but I hope they've paid for an autopsy, so they are actually on it, which is a blessing. But yes, something it's wrong. God bless the families of the missing. Absolutely. When Black folks stop treating missing Black women as if it were nothing, then law enforcement will begin to step up. As long as Black males disregard and disrespect Black women, so will everyone else. Child, you done preached the whole word. That's the problem. You talk about the Black community, you talk about because women are leading or, raising children by themselves. Well, where are the men? Where are the leaders in our community when we shouldn't the men be leading the Black community? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I told you, I love my daddy. That's my homie. That's my boy. I married a man just like him. Where's the community? Where they at? McClure, we cannot carry chips on our shoulders. It's time to stop it. It's time. It has to stop because this will continue to happen. It's time to break cycles. I know from my life, I've been personally looking at the last 49.6 years, like 5 years. Like, girl, we're going to stop some of this. We're about to unpack some of this and we're going to do better. Our communities need to get together and just do better. We disparage our deceased when other ethnicities do not. Child. They show respect, reverence for the missing and the deceased while we dig into the lot. Right. Looking for information. That's why I was so mad, Saki, when it was a woman talking about sugar baby. And so what? So what? Well, stop digging for that. Where's this man's name? I didn't see any other YouTube content creators saying, what's his name? What's the man's name? They got all kind of story clickbait headlines other than what's his name? Where's the autopsy report? They say all kind of BS than that. We dig into the lives of missing and publicly shame them in their lives. A mess. Girl, we got content creators digging into the lives of the living. Trying to figure out where folks live, what they face look like. Girl, who they friends are, where they work at. Fuck out of here. How you got that much time? You ain't got a job? You ain't got nothing else to do? Girl, stop it. This is super duper sad. Forever Luzon. Hey, Forever Luzon. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. All right, Saki said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Black males are not ready to lead the Black community. We as Black women were on the front lines marching for Black male deaths. Yet, where are they when it happens to us? Creating content to talk about us, child. That's what they doing. I think my Wi-Fi is acting crazy. My interweb, Beyonce's internet is not always kind to my Ethernet. All right. Yeah, when it happens to us, they find a narrative that they can spin and they can get some clicks and some views and AdSense dollars and all those things. Giving love to Forever. Yes, everybody show love. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, I am going to get to the last one and then we're going to dig into the second news article, you guys. All of the love. All right, Bikini says, that is so true, Saki. We used to run, walk in the cemetery during our lunch hour at work. And in the Chinese section at the cemetery, they be having an entire fest at their loved one's graveside. Just honoring. I told you guys about my ancestry journey, and that's how I got here to make this content about we all deserve to be remembered. I am learning to honor those ancestors that I never even knew their names. I started with this tat. I got one of my lives. This is a it's upside down, But this was one of my road to 50 things that I did. I created a tat with my grandparents. I only knew one of my grandparents out of the four. I added my mother and father's signatures to this tat while they were still living. And I have my children as birds on my tree flying away. All right, let's get into the second news article and then we'll get back into the chat. All right, I'm trying to do good at remembering where I left off. All right, so this news article coming from Revolt. I picked this one because they made Bumble the main character. Oh, wait, let me get this little ad off of here. Yeah, they made Bumble the main character in the story. Like, look at that headline, y'all. Bumble. Bumble ain't got nothing to do with this. Stop. What? The police. Connecticut Police Department. The autopsy. What's his name? Black woman dead after her date with older white man she met on Bumble. A family is seeking answers following serious death of a 20-year-old Black woman in Connecticut. Lauren Smith Fields reportedly passed away after a date with an older white man she met on Bumble. And that is not the problem. The problem is the police. The problem is, what is his name? The problem is, where is the autopsy report? According to News 12 Westchester, Smith Fields, a cosmetology student, they had her as another type of student in the first news article. I forgot. At Norwalk Community College. It's the same college. Met up Bumble match on December 12th. She was later found in her apartment, unconscious, and taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Her older date reportedly made the call to emergency responders. We know he made the call. What's his name? An investigation into Smith Fields' death has since been in motion, but the woman's family is unsatisfied with the lack of action taken by authorities. According to her father, they were only able to speak to a very insensitive. So this is a little bit more information about them talking to the police. According to her father, they were only able to speak a very insensitive, condescending, and arrogant detective about the matter. Now we're in some descriptors. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi signal is strong. It's blinking in and out, guys. Hold on for a second. Let me make sure it's connected properly. All right, I think it's coming back now. So we're getting some descriptors about the interaction with the family and the police. According to her father, they were only able to speak to a very insensitive, condescending, and arrogant detective. Sir, if you don't like your job, fucking quit. What you should not do is speak to a family who has lost their child. Wait a second, my Wi-Fi I don't know why it's acting so ridiculous right now. You should not be speaking to a family who has lost their child. Come on, Wi-Fi, make it do what it do. Beyonce's internet. You should not be speaking to a family in a very insensitive, condescending, or arrogant manner, no matter any of the circumstances, if your job is a public service provider. Police officers serve the public. Sir, quit. Her brother added that requests to interrogate the man, the older white man, were rejected because he's a nice guy. Here we go with this. So this is not just one news article. This is the second news article referring to how nice this man is. He's a nice guy. We don't got to talk to him. We learned about the autopsy. It was taken to determine the cause of death. The results have not been disclosed. My Wi-Fi is really cutting up today. They don't want me to talk about her. It never does it this often, you guys. I'm sorry. I keep seeing it pop up and it gets my attention. Okay. Taking matters into her own hands, the woman's mother, we know that they got the second autopsy. Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user. They had the second autopsy, so we're making the assumption that the second autopsy is saying that there was very likely drugs in her system, but they wanted to be known she wasn't a drug user. What's his name? We know about the email. Despite concerns about the ongoing probe, the city of Bridgeport insists, yeah, and blah, blah. All right, let's go to the chat and then we will look at our last news article and then video of the mother of the family. Okay, I think I left off with bikini. I did. And forever is getting love. Okay, let's start here with Saki. Child, if it ain't about a buck, then the average Black person doesn't give a what? And that's a sad state of being. If your only purpose is $1, you have no purpose. That is not a purpose-driven life. That's a really sad, sad life because you will never have enough. You will never be enough. And you will always be searching for another dollar and you will sell your soul for anything. As you can see, they are protecting a potential suspect because he looks like them. Instead of outrage, Black folks are disparaging this woman and the life she lived instead of finding the suspect. Because, child, you know, we would have had some content creators undercover investigate who he is by now. With all these investigations we got going on out here on YouTube. We ain't got nobody doing an investigation on him. I'm just saying, y'all got time to investigate apples and oranges and bananas and pets and poodles. I'm being a little petty. Let me stop. Y'all ain't got time to investigate and help us find out what this man's name is. Some of y'all got jobs that y'all use to investigate goofy shit. But y'all ain't trying to find out what this man's name is. Oh, y'all get on my fucking nerves. Yep. All right. Yes. First they said massage therapy. And then they said, yeah, okay, that's what it was, Saki. She was in school trying to better her life. Either way, exactly. Whatever the major was, it doesn't matter. I just knew the first time I said something different, I'm like, that's not what she said the first time. But as long as she was in school, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what she was studying. They didn't even care to research her life. Girl, right. You couldn't even figure out what she was studying correctly. Child. This is child. All right, McClure. This is very sad. Very sad. Bikini. No sensitivity training for police, but they're supposed to have sensitivity training, right? Come on, Wi-Fi. Stop acting ridiculous with me today, please. This has to be my Wi-Fi provider. It can't, like I said, it can't just be Beyonce's Wi-Fi or internet because it's plugged directly into the computer. So Xfinity, y'all got some splaining to do. All right. No sensitivity training for police. McClurg has also said, I've had female police be disparaging as well. Oh, disparaging, condescending, all types of things. All right, let's get back to the last article. Oh, wait. I see some more comments before I do. Saki says, that's because my Beyonce's internets and Xfinity are not working well together today. I'm so frustrated with my Wi-Fi signal. I'm sorry, y'all. Because it is not being user friendly. Like, it's not. And I keep seeing it blink down, blink up, blink out. I wish one of the manosphere men's would help me get this together while y'all giving out advice. Can I get some sound advice on how to make sure my Ethernet works properly? How about that? Can you give me some free 99 about my Ethernet, please? Thank you and very much, manosphere men. They don't need sensitivity training. They are sensitive to those that look like them. What they need is humanity training. I love that, Saki. So that they learn that we are all humans and deserve to be respected. That's a word. That's a whole word. You better preach. Preach. Put out his name so women can be safe. Listen, what's his name? Okay, wait. Beyonce's Wi-Fi is not being nice, and it says I missed some comments. Which ones? Let me see. Digital suspect. I think I saw that one. So sad and true. I don't know. And Beyonce's Wi-Fi is not being nice right now. I think we're in a timeout. Like, my Wi-Fi is like literally. Okay, so I think this is what's happening, you guys. I missed some comments above the first one. I think I might have gotten to them, but because of Beyonce's interwebs and my Ethernet and Xfinity, there's a lag that won't just stop lagging. If I did, I'm going to go back and get them. So I'm going to stop with this one. And then we're going to look at this last news article because I definitely got to get to the family's video too. And hopefully, I need the interwebs to stop. Okay. Let's look at this last news article. We should be able to get through this one a lot quicker. A lot of the information is duplicated. Come on, Wi-Fi. Yeah. I need the Wi-Fi to just stop freezing. The Wi-Fi is not friendly. Okay, it's back. All right, so this one is hashtag Lauren Smith Fields, Black woman dies in Connecticut. Family says cops won't question the white man she was with because he's a nice guy. I don't like that headline either. I need this to go away. Let's close out some of these tabs. That might help with the interwebs if I close out some of these. I think a lot of it is my monitor extension connection. That might cause some instability too. All right, this is a sad and tragic story that once again indicates two things. Cops ain't. What? Okay, I like the story. I don't necessarily care for the head. I like the story though. Already. Women are still unprotected. Here we go. Maybe that's this one. This is a sad and tragic that once again indicates two things. One, my Wi-Fi is trash. My Ethernet is trash. Xfinity is trash. And I just have to be patient with it until it decides to return. All right. And then it like you guys, it goes out. It's driving me crazy. This is a New Year's freezing today. I don't ever freeze this. I took care of the trolls and everything. And I don't know what to do. It says the connection is unstable. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I am plugged into the router, and the router is literally underneath the desk that I'm sitting at right now. I don't even know what to do right now. And I want to finish the story. This is important. This is important. Internet. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's like the Wi-Fi and it goes back down, you guys. I really want to finish. I don't want to freeze on you guys. And I want to get back into the chat and I want to get to this news story. And my Wi-Fi is just not being I don't know if it's StreamYard. I don't have any tabs open right now. I closed out the extra 2 tabs I had over there. What is going on? Okay, I'm with the Wi-Fi is just really not coming back though. Because it's unstable. I've always been a struggle streamer. So it'll go like to the bottom one where it says it's unstable. Then it'll go and say connection is fairly good. Then it'll clear up and it'll tell me that the Wi-Fi is working. And then it goes back down to connection is unstable. I've been on it. Okay. It looks like we're good now. I hope so. Okay, let's go. This is a sad and tragic story that once again indicates 2 things. Cops ain't it, and Black women are still unprotected, period. On December 12th, 23-year-old Lauren was found unconscious. We know that. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful young lady. We know all of this. Imagine by law that the last person who was your deceased sibling didn't investigate it or even properly interview because the guy who the cops don't know from any other random person on the street seemed to be nice enough that questioning wasn't necessary. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, interwebs. I see you. Interwebs. Come on, interwebs. Let's get through this. Work with me, please. All right. Imagine being told by an officer of the law that the last person who was with your deceased sibling didn't need to be investigated or even properly interviewed because the guy who the cops don't know from any other random person on the street seemed to be nice enough that questioning wasn't necessary. Even if it turns out the man wasn't responsible for her death, how is a Black family not supposed to smell the stench of white privilege in the air, as well as the foul odor of a cop that doesn't care about the life of a Black woman? That's why I like this article. Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user. We read that statement from father. We know that Councilwoman Maria Riera is also involved. Lauren. Beautiful. We know about the statement that they released. And we're going to watch the mom video. Let me close out this, which could be a cause of the instability because there's lots of video links in there. I'm going to give it a second and see if the instability fixes itself before I play this last video. I'm going to scroll back up in the chat. The Wi-Fi is still not being user-friendly. And I need to get this video. All right, you guys, this is our last video.
It's killing me inside. I miss my baby.
The mother of 23-year-old Lauren Smith Fields of Bridgeport says her family's world came crashing down 10 days ago when her daughter was found dead inside her apartment on Plymouth Street, under what the family describes as mysterious circumstances. The medical examiner has not yet released the cause of death, and investigators aren't commenting.
Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user, and I had a second autopsy myself, paid out of pocket, because we felt so uncomfortable with the way it was handled.
It's Lauren. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Lauren was a familiar face to YouTube audiences. Her family says she had been a track star at Stanford High School and was now studying physical therapy at Norwalk Community College. A sweet child, they say, who had blossomed into a beautiful young woman who had the whole world at her feet. They say Lauren had met, quote, an older white man on the dating app Bumble, and it was he who alerted police to Lauren's death. The family says they are not satisfied with answers they got from an investigator.
I asked him about the guy. He just made it seem like the guy was a nice guy. There was nothing to investigate.
The only contact that we have had was from a very insensitive, condescending, and arrogant detective.
Lauren's dad reading a scathing statement saying police failed to extend the most basic courtesies and told his family to stop calling. Councilwoman Maria Pereira says police owe Lauren's mom an apology.
She sent a really well-written email, and I was shocked when just yesterday she told me she had not even received a response.
A mom who's left to plan her daughter's funeral just days before Christmas says she's struggling to find a path forward.
Life is not the same. I don't know who I'm going to be after this.
In Bridgeport, Frank Recchia, News 12, Connecticut.
Your heart just goes out to that family. The city of Bridgeport issuing this
Please don't come up here. I'll be done soon. All right. Let's look at the chat. Okay. Okay. I look stable over there. That's good. I hope I was stable throughout that newscast. That was very important to me to show you guys that. Okay, I think I am. I saw the no ma'am comment. I saw Bikini's comment. We talked about the buck. They are protecting potential suspects. The last comment I think I saw was that I had missed a comment, but I'm not sure which one it is. So I'm going to start with Keisha right after Saki says that I missed something, but I'm not sure. My instability of my Wi-Fi, I may have gotten to it, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Beyonce's interwebs and Xfinity, y'all. I do need to look into it, though, if I'm going to do this, because that is not a good look as a content creator. So I will be working on that in this new year. Keisha says, I may have missed something because I had to step away for a moment. I am starting to wonder if the suspect could be one of them, part of the law enforcement. Child, we don't know. What's his name? We don't know his name. Saki says, McClurg, yes, putting out his name will help to keep women safe because I'm sure he just changed his name on the profile and will keep killing until it gets tired because now he's empowered. Right. At least they put out that it's on Bumble, like, y'all, stay away from Bumble for a minute. just, until we can figure out what's going on in Connecticut, or at least like, none of this is making sense. None of this is making sense, right? Like, not at all. What is going on? They need to put his name out. That part of this equation, it just doesn't make sense. And the arrogance and the inconsideration that is happening within that police department towards this family, it just does not make any sense. Child, they can't even help you with that because the women around them are helping with their own internet issues. Me and my Beyonce internet Xfinity girl. I do need to figure out what's going on because, like I said, I'm not even on the this is not a Wi-Fi. I'm into the Ethernet, girl. I'm in the interwebs, and it's acting crazy. But I think it has something to do with my monitor. But I can't do this without the monitor. Like I can't teach without my monitor. So I got to figure something out so it can get a little bit more stable. All right. McClurg, Keisha says, McClurg and Saki, exactly. Again, what is this man's? That's the theme of my live today. I didn't even know that was going to be my theme. Say his name. Say his name. They need to say his name, and they need to release the autopsy report. They need to, because that family deserves it. And now this community that is starting to have questions and to know who Lauren is, we deserve that. We deserve that. We care. We're not here just for a click of you on the like. This is important. This is important. McClurg says, "What's his name? Say his name. Say his name." Real Dimples says, "Please hit the like." Thank you, Real Dimples. Y'all, please hit that like button. I appreciate you. McClurg says, "I was left for dead across train tracks." McClurg, those make me cry. I was left for dead across train tracks. Spent a week in the hospital from injuries and severe concussion. My former partner was the grandson of a former premier, which is a governor. I know you're in Canada, who helped hide Lord Jesus. McClurg, I'm glad you're here. You are one hell of a woman. Jesus. 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 Yes, I'm trying not to cry right now. I am so sorry, McClurg. I am so sorry. All right, McClurg says, my father, a city council, is it counselor? Wait, where's the comment? There it is. My father, a city councilor, helped the whole story be quiet. Wait, McClurg, your father? Helped the whole story be quiet and supported the predators' freedom, and the courts allowed him his freedom and treated me like a whore. Jesus. I am so sorry, McClurg. When you gonna start your YouTube channel? McClurg, where is your YouTube channel? You got information. You got knowledge. You've been through things. We need you. Jesus. I am so sorry, McClurg. Saki Speaks is saying, McClurg, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I'm so glad that you're still here with us, Lovey, keeping you lifted and covered in prayer. Yes, yes, yes. Keisha says, McClurg, OMG, that is so sad. Sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry, Keisha. There it is. I thought I had clicked it. My internet looks good. Why isn't? Oh, there it is. McClurg says, My clicker is really slow. Thanks, Aki. Just wanted to express how hard it is for women and children to be protected. We as a society have to be more dedicated to support each other. Amen. I agree. There are so many stories that are untold. There are so many stories that never get told. There are women who don't survive. We need those voices. Those voices deserve to be heard. We all deserve to be remembered. I see you are a family, says, so sorry to hear that, McClure. Yes, McClure. Jesus. Jesus. I am so honored, McClure, that you shared that you actually felt safe enough to share your story with me and with our community. I am honored. Honored. Thanks, I see you are. I worked hard with counseling for many years. Now in a place I can use my voice to speak for those who have been silenced. Keisha says, the man is a nice guy, is a dumb answer. Girl, the fuck? What? He's a nice guy. It's a bullshit answer. I would be so embarrassed to even let those words come out of my mouth. They're not embarrassed. They're emboldened, obviously, the way that they talk into the family. They don't give up. What? They don't. Yes. McClurg is agreeing with Keisha. Yes. That's a problem. Yes, McClurg. Godspeed to her family. Godspeed. Like December the 12th. You guys, Christmas has come and Christmas has gone. We are in a new year, and her family does not have answers. The police is not supporting the family. They are protecting a nice guy. What the fuck is his name? Say his name. Invest. Calm down. An older white man is a dumb description. It's ridiculous. It's ignorant. It's just, girl. These descriptions and the bumble, girl. But the problem is, where are the stories? Mainstream media isn't even covering those stories. These are just kind of like, I'm not a news reporter, right? Like, I might make a whole lot of mistakes during this presentation. My internet and Wi-Fi might be janky and people might tune out because of that. It's people like me trying to figure out what's happening to this young lady that's writing the stories. And it's like, okay, you don't have no headline training. That was a terrible headline. But where's the police? What's his name? Jesus. Keisha says, I see you are a family. Yes, I agree 100%. Hello, and welcome learning to love myself. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I just saw the additional troll to the chat. So let me get in here and get my GAT bars. Y'all didn't know I had bars, did y'all? I got bars. All right, let me see what's going on in my chat on this other side. Yeah, if I'm gonna be fancy like this and stuff, y'all, I need some moderation help. I don't know how to do all of the things. I feel like I'm getting so sweet in StreamYard, but child, I'm still bootleg. My Wi-Fi still go out. Where is he at? And it takes, once I leave my live YouTube and come back over to StreamYard, it takes my live YouTube stops streaming. So then it takes that a minute to catch up. And then the chats still aren't there. Girl. Let me see. I can time him out from StreamYard, and then I can go back and get him later. Okay, let's just put him in timeout so I can keep reading the chats. Because what you're not going to do is disrupt my day. Thank you. All right. I see you are a family is giving love to learning to love myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, McClurg. Say his name. What the fuck is his name? Say his name. Say his name. All right. More love to learning to love myself. Yep. I see you are a family. I got the troll. I put him in time out from StreamYard. I'll go back in YouTube and do it in a minute, though. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. All right. Learning to love myself is giving love right back. Happy New Year to I see you are a family. Yes, yes, yes. Is it on the screen? My Wi-Fi is good. I look good. Where's the comment? I clicked it, but I don't see it. There you go. Learning to love myself. And then McClurg, girl, listen. McClurg, the strength that you showed today, I'm sure you had no idea you was about to tell that story today. Look at God. But God. And I just, like, you shared it. It's the strength that you had to have to share that story. Girl. The strength you had to live through it. Start your channel. Start your channel. That's all I'm saying. You already got it. You already got support. You got a crew. All right. Learning to love myself is giving love right back. Happy New Year, McClurg and Saki. McClurg is saying, here to give my help back any way I can. Start your channel. Start your channel, McClurg. Start it. Start it. One baby step at a time. Start it. I started with all kind of crazy stuff. And this space right here, I know I'm supposed to be here. But I wouldn't have got here if I never would have started. I never would have got here. Started. Keisha is saying, Happy New Year to learning to love myself. Yeah, McClurg, that's the part right there. Your father. That's why I had to, when I saw that comment, I had to like look at it. I was like, wait a minute. Is she saying his father? And I was like, no. She's saying my father. Child. I'm sorry, my son is loud downstairs. He's playing video games. He might be the reason why the interwebs are acting crazy because he woke up and started playing video games. That might be the answer, y'all. He's a little loud. Y'all be hear her son in the background? Mm-hmm. That's my 16-year-old back there. So, and then he and his feelings, he's mad at me right now. For some reason, every time I go live, he wants to come upstairs and bother me. And while I was showing the video, he was on his way up the stairs because I didn't lock the door. And he got mad because I told him he couldn't come upstairs right now. He was like, oh my goodness, why? Why can't I come up? I was like, dude, just, I'm kind of at work. It's not a real paid position, but I'm busy right now. You can't come upstairs. He does not like for his mother to tell him no. Oh my goodness. Learning to love myself, says Saki. Hey, Bo. Happy New Year. And learning to love myself is giving love right back to Keisha. And then Keisha is praying. McClurg, we are all praying for you. We are all. I'm praying for you. I know you've been in your recovery and I don't know you. I'm praying for your YouTube channel. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for your YouTube channel, McClurg. We need more of us. We need more of us to speak. We need more of us to tell our stories. We deserve to be remembered. Whatever happened to you, that's a powerful testimony. Your test is your testimony, McClurg. Jesus. All right, learning to love myself, McClurg, sending you some prayers. Evil Innocent. sad. I'm sad too. I almost cried. Y'all listen. Y'all know y'all can make me cry. Saki started with me with these tears. The clerk is trying to get me today. I was more mad about the Lauren story. Today I'm even madder. I'm so mad today because the content creators, they can read the same news articles that we just read. And to pull any type of narrative out of any of those 3 articles I just read, what in the absolute child? I'm so bothered. I'm so bothered by a lot of the men in the Black manosphere and any women who created any narrative about Lauren based on what's out there in the news. Slow down. Stop trying to be the first person to tell a story that can't be told. Stop trying to paint a picture without no paint. Irritated. McClurg says, when I get confidence, I'm hoping to help with my actual voice. Just a bit more to go to getting the confidence. Keep doing it, McClurg. Keep doing it. One day, one step, one action, one movement, one video, one thought. Everything takes you to the next place. Just keep doing it. You here. You are here. You are loved. You are valued. You are important. This statement right here, they don't. They don't. And that's the tragedy of where we are today. They don't survive. That's why you got to tell your story. Because if you hadn't survived, McClure, you already know the story that was going to be told about you. You heard it. You heard the stories. You lived through people telling stories about you that were not true. He is so loud. Y'all hear him? And I think he's loud on purpose. I want to tell you that my son does not have his door closed right now on purpose so that you can hear him in the background because his mother told him he could not come up here right now. Children. All right. If nobody has told you today, everyone, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you. Yes, Jesus does love you. I love all y'all. When people say you can't love people on YouTube, it's not like you love them because, you've been hanging out with them, at the house. You can love people spiritually. You can love people because you are a loving spirit. You can love people because you want the best for them. You can love people because you have positive intentions in you for them when you speak to them, when they get your energy through the tube streets, right? That's the kind of love we talking about. Like, we ain't about to go hang out. We don't know each other like that. There's no barriers to love. A lot of people try to justify the barriers to love. If we could just all love everybody, we would be in such a better place as human beings. Y'all see, listen, this is my life. This is my life. I really do feel like hear her right now. With this boy screaming and hollering at this game. Yes, McClurg is giving love to Evelyn. Yes. I see you are a family indeed. Love you too, Evelyn. I love y'all. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say about how you define or quantify or compact who you give love to. I love everybody. Why wouldn't I? I don't fool with everybody. I don't allow everybody in my space. I can love you from a distance. Doesn't mean I don't love you. I do. I love you. And I'm confidently saying that. All right. McClure, wait, where am I at? I think I lost my place. I did lose my place. I see you are a family is on the screen, but I don't see I see you are a family in the chat anymore. Oh, that's because Foxy came in and made my whole screen move. Hey, girl, hey! Foxy! You home, Foxy? Girl, you gotta go back and rewind. We've been on. This is the longest live I've ever done. Ghetto bootleg streaming in awe. Wi-Fi acting up in awe. I've been on here for a minute. Talking. Listen. All right, let me go back and find my last comment. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I got it. I found it this time. Okay, y'all. That's what happened before. When you guys said I didn't read a comment, it jumped. I'm sure I heard Saki, I've heard you say that the comments jump sometimes. I think that's what happened to me. Y'all already know Carmex. I've been talking for a long time. We keep a couple of those. Candy. Make sure y'all put some love in y'all body today. Drink some water. Eat some fruit and vegetables, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. McClurg says, say his name. Say his name. Say his name. That needs to be the hashtag. All them other bootleg hashtags, say his name. What's his name? We still don't know his name. It's January 1st. No Christmas without Lauren. No New Year's celebration without Lauren. What is his name? Bikini, say his name. Say his name. Keisha says, did bikinis come up? It's going real slow. I think it went past yours, Bikini. Yours says say his name too, though. Keisha says, Evelyn, right back at ya. Love, 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 and love. And Evelyn is accepting the love right back. I blocked that troll. I don't know if I was able to see the troll in my YouTube yet because of the bootleggedness of my whole entire system situationship over here. And I can't get a manosphere man to help me. That is funny to me. I'll deal with that troll if they come back. All right. McClurg says, doing great work organized. I appreciate that, McClurg. I really do. Let me tell y'all, when I'm in my YouTube studio, not YouTube, in the StreamYard studio right before it's time to go on, and that little timer clicks down, and it's like 60 seconds before showtime. So I'm a performer. Like dancing is that means nothing to me. I've been dancing on stages, pretty much since I was 3 years old, which is pretty much all my life. But for some reason, that StreamYard countdown, and when it says showtime, I swear to God, y'all, like my heart, it beats so fast, and I just don't want to mess up. And I knew I wanted to do Lauren justice today. I'm sorry for the internet connection issues. I am going to work on that. That is my goal. I've been working on little things here and there with what I'm doing on YouTube. But this is important. This was so important. This conversation was important. You guys are important. Lauren is important. She is relevant. What's his name? Say his name. McClark says, no ideal. Are you saying no my ideal? If you would tell of it, I don't speak of it otherwise. It's a way you could tell it, McClark. I don't know how, but it's a way to tell your story. I think that's what you're saying. I'm not sure. Thank you for the love, McClark. I appreciate it. We are going to continue. I see you are a family to encourage. We all need to have YouTube channels. You see this in those. I used to watch a lot of the lead attorney. I can still catch him from time to time. He kind of turned me off with the story about Ray J Black. I like his intelligence, but I don't always like the narratives that he paints and pictures that he paints. And he was one of those YouTubers that went a little bit too fast in front of that story about Ray J Black and said some things that I just don't think he should have said personally. just personally. But a lot of people, they be there for that. And so, but yeah, he encourages you to start a YouTube channel. And I will take bits and pieces from other content creators that I think are good. And I will take that from him. And I will tell anybody that tunes in to watch my YouTube, that tunes in and subscribes to my channel, start a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel. You have valuable information in your life that should be shared. You have valuable information that could help somebody. You have something that resides inside of you that needs a voice, that we have the technology, that we have the space, that there are spaces. Saki said it last night. There was no lane for what she was trying to do. So guess what? Fuck it. Mow that shit down and create your own lane and bring your tribe with you. We here for you, McClure. We here for you. Start your channel. That's hard. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. That part right there. Jesus. Every time you type it, it just leaves me speechless. I can't wrap my mind around it. I'm not a psychology major. I haven't studied it. I told you my story about my daddy. Adore him. So I can't imagine. My heart breaks for you. Do you hear him? I know y'all hear him. I know y'all hear him. He is ridiculous. Hello, Foxy and family. Hey, girl. Hey. We going on later tonight. Maybe about 7. I got to make a run though first, Foxy. So we might have to push it to 8. Because I didn't know I was going to be on this live this long. I did not know. I really thought it was going to be short. This needed to be told. That's why, listen, the spirit, I was somewhere in between, I think, Saki and Freckles and on my way to Andrea and then headed to hear her. And I stopped and I put together the thumbnail and I was like, no, you got to talk about her tomorrow. And I was like, girl, we're not going live. And then I was like, yes, you are. You're going live tomorrow. And you're going to talk about this girl. Because it was just so like, I need the manosphere to get it together. I need the manosphere to do a deep dive into them they damn selves. Saki says, I'm hoping that someone in Lauren's life will fight harder for the police department to do their due diligence so that this case can be solved and she can rest in peace. I totally agree. I believe that they are, but I don't know what Connecticut's cover up situation looks like. I don't know anything about, I don't hear a lot about Connecticut or crime in Connecticut, right? So I don't know what that looks like or what, I don't know. I see you are a family is giving love to Foxy. McClurg says love to you all, you beauties. Thank you. We love you, right, Black McClurg. Evelyn says McClurg. I can relate. Oh, y'all about to make me cry in here. Y'all. I know I'm a crybaby. I can relate. My father sexually abused me for 5 years and died with my forgiveness that he asked for on his dying bed. And you promised to keep it a secret. Jesus. I am so sorry, Evelyn. I am so sorry. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for feeling safe enough to share. You're not gonna make me blow my nose on camera. Okay, look. Jesus. Jesus. Yes, Saki, from a clerk. To preserve his image. To preserve his image. You were burdened with the task of carrying the weight of the abuse that you suffered to preserve his image. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stop the boy right now. I'm able to ignore it. I hope you can too. To preserve his image. That's a lot. That's so much. Where's your content, Evelyn? Where's your content? I'm subscribed to you. Where's your content? Come on with it. Evelyn McClure, give us the content. McClure says, Evelyn, much love, yes, and hugs and prayers. It's not anything you ever get over. I can't imagine. You live through those things. They become a part of who you are. I cannot imagine. McClurk says, you're beautiful, Evelyn. Yes. Yes. Yes, you are. You are beautiful. You are brave. You are. He is getting louder and louder and louder on purpose, with a purpose. He wants me to scream. He wants me to holler at him, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to keep talking to my peeps. But he's doing that on purpose, y'all. I know my son. I've been knowing that boy since before he was born. McClurk says, you're beautiful, Evelyn. Yes. McClurk says, never thought of it that way, organized. I don't even know what I've been saying, McClurk. Listen, I can't even explain to y'all what I am right now. This was not the plan. I had no idea. I had no idea. It was God's plan though, right? I'm just here doing what I'm told to do. All right, Evelyn says, thanks. Loving you are too. We love us some McClurk. Girl, yeah. Me and McClurk was out in YouTube streets hanging out yesterday. Everywhere. McClurk, girl. Hey, girl. That's my auntie. I don't know if it's Ontario, Canada. I can cross the bridge or the tunnel, McClurk, and I can be over there. I can pull up. I got a passport. I can pull up, McClurk. I got you. Saki Speaks says, Evelyn, I'm so sorry, sis. My heart listen. Y'all stories are just, this is why we need these stories told, because y'all made it. Y'all made it. Y'all here. Y'all are here. And it's so many of you all that exist that are keeping secrets from people who have done damage to you. You deserve to speak your truth. You do. You do not deserve to have to carry the weight of somebody else's secrets because you are protecting their image. Absolutely not. As Saki would say, no ma'am. No ma'am. All right, McClurk Giving Evelyn some love. If it shows, there it is. Whenever I take a long time to click the next chat, it doesn't always show right away. Okay, so that's what happened to that one. So maybe that's what happens too. Like if I click too fast, it'll click off, but I still try to read them. All right, Keisha says, Evelyn, I am so sorry this happened to you. It takes a lot that you were able to forgive him before he passed. Listen, where's the content, Evelyn? Come on with it. How? That right there. How do you forgive? How to forgive. You can write a book on that. You can give classes on that. How to forgive. That's true forgiveness. How to forgive. Learning to love myself is giving love to Evelyn. Yes, yes, yes. All of the love. All of the love. McClurg says, walking in kindness and love as best we can. Yep, yep. In face-to-face interactions, in our communications through technology, whether it's email, whether it's social media, YouTube, Twitter, all of those things. It's time to lead with love, y'all. People going through stuff. People been through stuff. You have no idea what a person has gone through or has been through. If you lead with love, it helps. It just helps. All right, Foxy and Family says, love you, Evelyn. Your strength is so positive. Listen. Listen. I don't even try to imagine because I can't, right? That's why I'm like, where's the content? Get these channels started. McClurg says, I believe it starts with how we treat each other, especially us women. Oh, absolutely. We've seen that. All of us are we I kind of talked about it yesterday. We met through different, sources, but we decided that no. We wanted to take a different path. It starts with us treating each other with kindness. How can you dwell in a space of toxicity and expect anything positive to grow from that? How can you dwell in spaces of toxicity on a daily, consistent basis and expect anything positive to come back to you? When you put that type of energy into the universe, that thing called karma is a bad mama jamma, baby. And she show up whenever the fuck she feel like it. I'm just saying. Watch what you put out. It's coming for you. Saki is giving love to Foxy and Family. Happy New Year, boo. Happy New Year. I see you are a family, says, wow, Evelyn. That's too deep of a hurt for forgiveness. I couldn't. Y'all starting with me again. Where is my tissue? I was molested by my stepfather, and that's very, very mild compared to what you experienced. Y'all some bad mama jammas. Look, God don't make no mistakes. Y'all are some bad women. Y'all are some powerful women. Y'all done been through some things kind of women. Y'all living to tell it kind of women. I just applaud y'all and the strength. And I am humbled. I am honestly humbled that you share this in this space. You have a voice. You are heard and you are loved. Foxy and family is giving Saki some love. Happy New Year, Saki. Yeah. I see you are a family says forgiveness. See, now that one clicked too fast. I had Foxy's up and then it didn't click right away. And then I clicked on I see you are families and then it clicked. So if I take a long time and stop in between my clicks, it takes a minute for it to catch up. But my Wi-Fi signal was good, y'all. My Wi-Fi signal looks good over here. McClurk says, I have met some of the most beautiful people I consider my friends, even though we haven't physically met. If the border was open, though, you will all have a Canadian Canuck visiting. Oh, yeah. So there's a dad podcast. I watch all type of YouTube creators. He's a Canadian, and he was saying that he was so upset because he wanted to come to Florida and the Canadian border is closed. So yeah, we can't even cross the border right now. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a random memory. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing because I'm random. It's called organized chaos for a reason. I went to school downtown. I went to a high school called Cass Technical High School. It's one of the baddest, if not the baddest high school in Detroit. All right, so look, Cass Tech is right by the Canadian border. This was before 9/11. This was before passports were a thing and all of those things. We had a place down near Greek Town, and they had don't tell nobody. We used to skip school. We could skip school and go hang out, and we could literally, McClure, just drive through the tunnel and come hang out in Canada for a little bit. And then, I think, what is the legal age over there? 18 to be able to drink alcoholic beverages? Child. We was doing all of the things. All of the things. All right, Keisha says, so now I got to slow down because I'm going to do my next comment. And I want to make sure. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it, y'all. I'm getting the hang of the comments. I'm doing it. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. It should be a hashtag. I'm going to think what? Say his fucking name. Say his name. Say his name. Yep. Keisha says McClurk. Hashtags. Yes, please. And thank you. Say his name. That's the story right there. Like all these other stories are actually very irrelevant. What's his name? Where he at? When has he been questioned? What is the line of questioning? Why isn't he a suspect? He was the last one with her. What's his story that he's telling? We don't even know the story. We haven't even been told a story that this man is telling about Lauren. They just like, oh yeah, she gone. And yeah, hold your mule. That's the good Dr. Blue would say. Girl, I'm just so sick of it. Girl, these streets irritated me so bad. And now that I'm just like deeply thinking about and processing this story, I'm just so deeply irritated even the more with this and these narratives. Stop with narratives, YouTubers. Stop. It's just not worth the clicks and the likes and dollars. It's just not. Stop. We are better than narratives. Get the information. Just put the information out. Let me stop preaching to the people who don't care because they don't give a damn about nothing I'm saying over here. They will come over here and be like, well, you ain't got but X amount of viewers. X amount of views. Girl, child, I don't care. 1 beats 0 every day of the week. 1 is more than 0. Nah, how about that? That's how I live my life. Something is better than nothing any day of the week. All right. McClurk says, never thought of it that way. Giving me a whole lot to think about. Child, now you already know I'm slow with the comments. I don't even know what I've been saying. I hope it was good though, McClurk. I hope it's helping you think about your channel and your content. All right, McClurk says, been silenced a long time. Different way to think about my voice. You could blog it, McClurk. Write it down. Write the vision. Make it plain. We've been talking about that. Write the vision. Make it plain. What do you want to say? How do you survive? You are a survivor. Girl. You are a survivor on levels of survivorness, right? It's so many levels of it. What does that story sound like? What does it look like? Give it a voice, speak it into existence, call it out, shame it, embarrass it. Girl. McClurg, I have a gamer in the other room too. Child, this little boy is driving me crazy. Just screaming and hollering. Why? He only does it like that. Like when I swear to God, he's only doing it because he's mad that I would not let him come up the stairs an hour ago. He's just mad at his mama right now. And he does scream and holler loudly though any other time. But right now he's just being extra with it. I swear he being extra with the things because he don't have to be that loud. And he could have closed his door. If he would have closed his door, that would have helped. And knowing him, he probably didn't close my door all the way just so I could get just a little bit extra of the noise. Girl, listen, this boy is a mess over here. A spoiled hot mess. But that's my boogaloo. Yes, McClurg. Rest in peace, Lauren. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You deserve better than a lot of what has been put out here about your story. I just want them to say his name, and I want the police. Oh, Jesus, this boy is driving me crazy. I just want the police. I need intervention on the police behalf. I need them to be sued from the top lieutenant to whatever. I don't listen. They need a lawsuit. I hope that family sues them. I hope some information comes out and they can sue that family because this doesn't make any sense at all. None. McClurg is giving love to Evelyn. Child. McClurg says, yes, thank you for sharing, Evelyn. Thank you, love. Oh, you meant to heart, girl. If I'm on a computer, I'm not good with the emojis. I can only do the emojis on my telephone, and then I can only @ on the computer. So like if I'm on my phone, I can't @ I can just type in the name, but it doesn't show up. But then if I'm on my computer, I can't use emojis good. It's a whole mess over here. This whole situationship I got set up for my YouTube station. It's a little bootleg, but it's working. It got me here. So here we are. We know it's a hard listen, girl. Yes, the gamer children are a mess. We have them. They're loud. And my daughter be so irritated with him. She'd be like, boy, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be so loud? I know she can't wait to go back to school. He getting on her nerves already. McClurg, you 2 hours from me. I'm in a D, girl. I'm coming. We go. It's something wrong with him. There is something wrong with him. What is wrong with the boy? Jesus. All right. Saki says, okay, Saki, give me some tips, y'all. That's why I leave one highlighted on my screen all the time so that I don't lose my place, even when it jumps, because I find my place by looking for the highlighted. That's a good tip. I like that. That's what I'm going to have to do. Because, child, it does jump around. McClurg says, hatred has no place in this world. We are here for love and growth of our soul and cherish our blessings, nothing else. Absolutely. I agree 100%, 1,000% if that was actually a thing. Foxy and family is like, girl, me and Foxy can ride out, McClurg. We can ride out. All right. Keisha says, I need to run to the store. You all have a good evening. You too, Keisha. Thank you for tuning in and joining. I appreciate you so much. McClurg says, I see you are. I missed your comment. My love to you and a hug. All right. Saki says, I see you are a family. I'm so sorry that happened to you, lovey. My heart bleeds for you as well. Yeah. It's 19, McClurg, girl. Then that's when I was over there. When I was 19, I was there. I was on the border doing all of the things that I shouldn't have been doing because you got to be 21 here to do them. I was right there. I was there, child, girl. Me and my friends, all 19 ages of us and up, hanging out over in Canada, and it was so easy to just come over there and hang out too. McClurg, oh, that's another one about that 19. McClurg, hashtag say his name. That's our hashtag. Say his name. What is his name? I say this. What's his name and what's his story? We have not heard his story. What is his story about that night? We only heard that he's a nice man. He's nice. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's not a suspect. He's nice. Fuck is his name and what's the story? They ain't said nothing about what he said to them. Make that make sense. Jesus. I see you, our family is talking about 19. Child. We was over there. We was over there doing the things. It's not that easy to get over there anymore, though. You got to have a passport. And now with, the R word, Rona word, we can't even do that. McClurg says, if your content is about hatred, I question the content creator. Yeah, that's where I'm getting to now. If I'm cool. I have, we all are very complex people, right? There's never going to be 100% of just heaven. We all have a little bit of, we like mess. And I'm acknowledging that. I accept that. But there has to be a limit to how much you consume, to how much you create. Like if all of the content on your channel is toxic, who are you? What's your purpose here? What's your purpose? What are you giving back to the universe? I don't understand. I don't understand that at all. What are you giving to the YouTube creation streets? What legacy are you leaving behind for your children who will tune into your YouTube channel, to your grandchildren who will tune into your YouTube channel, to their children who will tune into your YouTube channel? What is the message that you leave? What is your legacy? It's about legacy for me, right? Like, don't be something that you're not, though. But legacy matters. All right, McClurg says, love the gamer squeals of the child. This little boy driving me crazy over here. Over here. McClurg says, Keisha, have a good night, love. Yes, yes, yes. I see you are a family, says, good night, Keisha. McClurg says, 18 in Quebec is legal, though. Child, 18, 19, whatever that age was, we was there. We was there. We pulled up. Saki says, nah, I don't question the content creator. I question the folks that are willing to sit there listening day in and day out for several hours and fanning the flames of the foolery. I agree. I agree with that. That's the real problem. That they haven't looked inside of themselves. That they haven't taken those views away. Because if you would starve the beast would disappear, right? But because so many people are consuming this product, why not keep making the product if it can get you clicks and views and dollars and things and gifts and stuff and partnerships and all those types of wonderful things? That is definitely stop feeding the beast. But that's the problem. We got so many people willing to feed into toxic behavior. We got so many people willing to believe the worst things about us as human beings instead of looking for the good and the best things that exist in us and to encourage that and to discourage the foolishness. McClurg says, you're right, Saki. They are fanning the flames. And they said, and they paying for it. Girl, McClurg, they is paying. Girl. I have given to two content creators 3 times. 2 content creators 3 times. And it takes me a while. And I'm not balling. I just believe, anything that I can give, I'm going to give it, right? You paying to receive negative vibes. You paying to feed your inner demons? Girl, that's a new level. Girl, that needs to be studied. You're paying to feed the worst of yourself as a human being. We all have those parts of us. All of us, me included, right? We're not just one thing. We're multiple things. The goal, my goal, and not that it's supposed to be everybody's goal, but the goal, I would hope, is to do better. Whatever that better looks like. We have people that are waking up on a daily basis looking to feed the worst parts of themselves. I try to fix and work on those parts of myself that I know need work, right? But there are so many of us that don't want to fix ourselves. We want to fix every goddamn, excuse me, I'm sorry. We want to fix everybody else, but we don't want to fix ourselves. How you out here critiquing everybody else, but you not fixing or critiquing yourself? You never have any self-introspection about yourself, about your life, about your behavior, about what you do? Come on now. We've all made mistakes. We've all fallen short. When do we get it together? When do we help other people get it together? Say his name. Say his name. What is his name? What is the story? Whew. Foxy and Family says, facts, Saki. Child, yes. Yes, facts. Girl, Saki be preaching. This ain't even Sunday. This still Saturday. McClurg says, starve the beast. They don't want to. They keep feeding the beast. They are feeding the beast. All of the clicks, there are certain stuff I don't even care anymore. I don't even care what the story is. Child, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. That makes me laugh. I don't know why. Saki says, if people stop consuming the content, then the creator will have to either do better or leave. Instead, they are paying them to bring them the foolery. YouTube has become the new scripted TV. Yes. Yes. It's fake TV. All of that drama it's not. It's manufactured. And then a lot of it is just recycled. Like, how does a same storyline continue to be a storyline for like it's been a year. Has it been a year in some circles from the origination of it all? It's been a long time. It's been a long time though. All right. McClurg says, you're bang on, Saki. Always. Saki is always on point. Saki is like, I'm not new to this. This is what I do. This is what I do. I do this. Bars. I see you are a family says, yep. It's the legacy I was thinking about when I created my channel. I would love to know the things my ancestors was good at. I'm telling you, I see you are a family. That's how I got to We All Deserve to Be Remembered. I didn't know anything about my ancestors. I knew very little about my grandparents. My mother couldn't remember anything about her childhood. And it was just so important to me. And I've put my mom in some really uncomfortable positions with a lot of the questions that I asked her about her childhood. But I'm getting there. I am getting there. And I think she's growing too. Like, I'm like, okay, so this person is this. Like, when I tell her a name that she hadn't told me about because I found it in Ancestry, she was like, oh yeah, I know who that is. It's beautiful. It's been a beautiful bonding experience for us. McClurg says, all humans. Yeah. I see you are. Oh, see, I just went too fast. So the second comment is about to come up, McClurg. I see you are. Yes. I see you are. Family says, me leaving a trail of my toilet or my talent and fruits of my labor and strength. I hope that will help motivate generations to come. I believe in productive days. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I see you are a family. Like I said, I've had a YouTube channel for a while. I have a little old content. I just left everything on there. I did delete that one drinking journal. Child, don't do it. But other than that, I left all of the content that I've created on YouTube. It's who I am. And I'm a little random. I'm a little all over the place. But I'm getting there. And I'm working on me every single day. And that's the best I can do for the universe, is to take steps forward, not backwards. I'm not a proponent of repeating past mistakes. My thing is to grow and to thrive and to do better every day, better than I did the day before. McClurk, okay, now I'm gonna slow down before I move on. McClurk says, I see you are, I agree. Yep. I see you are, sis. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Saki says, wait, let me let that one pop up off for me. Because it's okay, there it is. And then Saki says, they aren't teaching their children anything, so they care not for the next generation. And then that's how the cycle continues. That's how the cycles continues. That's how the cycles, not cycle, cycles. We have lots of cycles in our community. And that's how men fall into the manosphere space. Because nobody showed them. They didn't hear it. Nobody taught them. They need to know what you went through. Your kids need to know your struggles. They need to know what you grew through. So maybe they don't repeat your mistakes. They can do better than you did. I don't want my children to do some of the things that I did. I'm not saying that they won't, but I've shared a lot of my stories with them. They are well informed about who their mother is and the things that I want for them, and that I want better for them. And I had an awesome childhood. I had an awesome life. I'm living a good life. I really am. I am very blessed. I don't have any complaints. But I want them to have different things. I want them to see different goals. I'm able to teach them things that my mother couldn't teach me. I'm a first generation college graduate. My mother couldn't give me some of that knowledge. That my mother gave me a work ethic like a horse. My daddy gave me foolery. And here we are, organized chaos. Talk to the babies, talk to the children, share your stories, create a YouTube channel, y'all. If I can help in any way with anybody, I am here for all of the things. I can't help you with your interwebs though, because I'm still struggle streaming. And I can't help you with your raging teenage boys in the background because, yeah, that's a thing. But before I head out, before I put my little last exit video on, I would like to thank you guys so much. And from the bottom of my heart, for showing up today, for staying today, for being in the chat today, for sharing your experiences. Oh, it was so powerful. You guys, it was so powerful. Y'all are some bad mama jammas. Y'all are so bad mama jammas. And I just appreciate you for trusting this space to share things that you may never have shared. That's nothing but God. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Take me out of this whole equation. I have shared well with mine as well. We want better for the next generation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Saki says you have to heal yourself before you can teach your children, or even while you teach your children. Yeah. But the point is to heal and to pass on a healed message. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Saki. All right, McClure, you get the last message, the last word of the day. Thank you so very much, Thank you, McClure. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sharing, Evelyn. Thank you for sharing. I see you are a family. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you. Y'all know I can't talk and cry at the same time. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I love you.